to play the shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and down it with beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd.
We're talking some real intense shit right here. We're talking Ninja Gaiden. Everyone always said Ninja Gaiden, but I know for a fact it's Gaiden. You know where I learned that? From the wizard.
Ninja Gaiden! Hey!
Yeah, back then, nobody knew how to pronounce the names. It's like in Street Fighter. We didn't know Ryu was actually Ryu. Blanca, some people say Blanca, but there's no way it could be that, because Blanca sounds like blanket, man. Anyway, Ninja Gaiden to me is one of the most memorable games of the 8-bit era. While the arcade version was a Double Dragon style beat 'em up, the NES version is an adrenaline-charged side-scroller. Every second counts when you're slashing away at enemies and hopping platforms, and learning how to bounce back and forth between walls is a necessity. As an added bonus to its hot gameplay, excellent graphics, and music, it was also one of the first games to have cutscenes. Common nowadays, sure, but back then, gamers hadn't seen anything like it. So epic. The story follows a ninja named Ryu who travels to America to avenge his father's death. It seemed everyone always assumed that it was the same Ryu from Street Fighter, but I'm pretty sure there's no relation. To further perpetuate this alleged tie-in, they had to name Ryu's father Ken. Okay, Ryu and Ken? How could you not think Street Fighter? As the story unfolds, it turns out before Ken was killed, he was working together with an archaeologist, Walter Smith. They were the safekeepers of two demon statues that, when combined, would awaken an ancient demon that had previously been defeated by Shinobi. Yeah, Shinobi, as in the Sega franchise. This game is a whole network of Ninja Cross references. The sequels continued to have awesome cutscenes, and throughout the series, Ryu would always say, what was he gonna say? What the fuck? Oh, and what is going on there? It always kept you waiting to see what would happen next. Your reward for beating the level was that you get to see the next part of the story. Its cinematic style contained elements of anime and film noir. Throw that together with some fast-paced, high-stake gameplay, and man, the effect was intoxicating. The only problem with these games is that they are relentlessly difficult and nearly inconceivable to beat. The second game incorporated new stage hazards that were never seen before. There's the wind level, where the wind keeps changing direction, so you have to time your jumps accordingly. Such a pain in the ass. Then there's the ice level, where you slide all around. And my most hated of all is when everything goes dark. You might as well be playing blindfolded. The third game is the worst of all, because up until this point they had unlimited continues. But not this one. There's nothing more frustrating than to make it really far and then have to start all the way back from the beginning. I'd say this is the hardest trilogy of games on the NES, even harder than Castlevania. I'm going to focus on the first Ninja Gaiden. It's been over 20 years and I still can't beat this son of a bitch. One of the biggest problems is that if an enemy is anywhere near the edge of the screen, they will respawn infinitely. Nice. Thanks for wasting my firepower. The number one most constant issue in this game is getting knocked back. It's the same as in Castlevania. It doesn't matter where you are, no matter which angle you get hit from, it always seems you gravitate towards the nearest hole. You know, I've forgotten that this game has a life bar. Yeah, you can actually die if you take enough hits, but whenever you get hit, there's a death trap right next to you, so you're always going to die by falling. You might as well not even have a life bar. Look at this guy. How am I supposed to get past him? Fuck. 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 Fuck.
This is impossible! How am I supposed to beat this? Please, teach me how to beat Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden. I haven't heard that name in ages.
Really?
Normally they say Ninja Gaiden.
Does that mean I'm worthy?
Playing Ninja Gaiden is a secret art. Only the most determined players can defeat it. Sight! You must be quick. You must be strategic. Can you learn that, my boy?
I've wanted to beat that game all my life.
You realize before you can beat the game must beat you.
And it has. For the past 20 years, it's kicked my ass. I love the game. I want to complete that love by finishing it.
Very well.
Fuck!
Sloppy! Is the game controlling you, or are you controlling the game?
God, I keep getting stuck on the wall!
Ninja must be master of his environment.
And what the fuck was that? Oh, come on, how was I supposed to know a bat was coming?
A ninja must look beyond the borders of the screen.
Got him. Oh, there's another bat!
Try again!